Oh, welcome to Ty's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is June the 9th, 2026. It is my birthday today. I'm getting old. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, my birthday is today. I got some people saying happy birthday to me. I had a birthday dinner yesterday. Thanks for me. Thanks whoever, all the people hosted it. Buggers, what you doing? And Buggers is being annoying for my birthday. There you go. You lay down. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's that. I had my, and we're going to a wrestling event in August. Yeah, that's going to take a while. We have a month away. Technically 2 months because June is not over yet. June just started. We're only on the 9th. I'm happy that June is almost over, that we can get the DLC for July, because this is the one that I really want, because we get the Hardy Boys. We get the Hardys. But and Lady Shani, I don't know how she is. I don't know how good she is in the ring, because I've never seen her wrestle. Does he still work for AAA? I have no idea. But Jelly Roll, maybe they could give him maybe there's a new Black Hole Slam like they did with Matt Cardona's Rough Rider. It's a new different way of doing the Rough Rider. It's a different motion than the one that they had back then, long time ago, that they had like in 2013, 2K game, or I don't think it was called 2K. So they had a really old one, and they keep it in there, and it looks horrible, but that's the only one you have, right? You could still make Zack Ryder, because they have the Zack, I believe they still have the Zack Ryder old motion. I believe so. It's called Long Island. So you could use Zack Ryder, but the ugly part, the part that people might not like, is the entrance theme. Or the Titantrons too. But you can still make them, and he can still be Zack Ryder, if you want to make him like that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have Monday Night Raw. It did start at 2 o'clock, but I was busy yesterday doing the birthday dinner. So yeah, I was busy of doing that, so we couldn't do a Raw Results video yesterday. So I will do it today on my birthday. I don't mind doing it on my birthday. I like doing these videos and making people happy and subscribing to me and all that stuff. I like it because, ladies and gentlemen, it makes me happy. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I'm going to a Destiny Wrestling show in August 30th. Summer Rae will be in there. She has a new name. I forgot what her name is. Maybe I could look it up right now. She has a new name, and there's no other wrestlers that I know that is going to be on here. I want to make sure if there's a video, I have this thing muted. Let's see. I don't know how to search anymore. Now I do. Destiny Wrestling. No, that's TNA. Destiny Wrestling. What's her name in here? Can I even pronounce it? Daniela Monette. I think that is Summer Rae, right? That's Summer Rae. Those look like her face. Maybe you guys will know these people names. We know the personal corsair, George Iceman. He was the former boss, or the former owner of Destiny Wrestling. We got Derwin Jackson. I don't know who that is. We got Banana Black. Still don't know who that is. Oh, we got a TNA superstar here. We got Mila Moray. Another TNA superstar, Harley Hudson. Tyreek. Yeah, I know you guys don't know who that is. My dad is not a big fan of this guy. He does the chop, punch, kick thing. That's his gimmick. And my dad's not a big fan of it. And that's it. And I think they're going to tell us more when it's almost August. It's not August yet. It's not in July. Okay, can you go away? Jeez. Okay. I got a message, and I guess it was delayed. Stupid. Well, speaking of TNA, ladies and gentlemen, there was 2 releases that happened in TNA. Myla Grace, the former tag team partner now of Harley Hudson is not in TNA anymore, and Steve Macklin, the guy just had a world title match a couple weeks ago, and now he is not part of TNA again. What's the point of bringing him back? Yeah, he had the pink slip of the Peace or Fire. They brought him back to have a world title match, and that world title match didn't happen because he was injured, and then he came back from injury to get a world title, and then he gets released. What's the point of that? I don't understand that part. Will we see one of these two people come to WWE, maybe NXT? I think Steve Macklin would be great for NXT as a singles wrestler, not a tag team with like the Forgotten Sons. I think he could do something good for NXT. I think so. That's what I think. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but I think that's what I think. Next, I don't think we have any more updates. Nothing about 2K26, nothing about other wrestlers. Let's just talk about Raw. We got King of the Ring happening. We got Oba Femi's segment happen. So Oba Femi opened the show to talk about his match against Brock Lesnar. He's getting tired because he says we both have one win against each other. And he says now, because of all that, he just disappears. So they can't have their deal breaker. So, and then Oba Femi says, I'm going to be the king. I'm going to be the ruler of the King of the Ring and take everybody of the King of the Ring. Dominic Mysterio comes down and he says he's the king of the luchadores. Isn't luchadores means the ladies luchadors? Isn't that what it means? Isn't it luchadores is the male luchador? And the female is luchadores? Are you calling yourself a female? So he had a plan, and JD smacked Oba Femi with a steel chair. It didn't move. It didn't do anything to Oba Femi. So Oba Femi tried to attack JD. Oba Femi got 619 because Oba Femi was worried about JD. He grabbed him by the hair when he was bending down under the middle rope. And then he got 619 by Dominic, but Dominic got caught after he tried to do anything on the top rope. He got caught and he got thrown like a back suplex thing or powerbomb that Oba Femi does. And then Oba was trying to do the Paul Grace until JD pulls Dominic Mysterio out of the ring. So next week on Raw, I believe it's on Raw, semifinals between Dominic Mysterio and Oba Femi. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have a fatal 4-way match for the Queen of the Ring. Whoever wins, they won't know who they're going to be facing in the semifinals. We know Raquel and Eos are going to be facing each other at the semifinals, but the second semifinals is not happened yet. We don't know who's in it because the last fatal 4-way match on SmackDown will show us who is going to be facing this person. And we had Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss versus Chelsea Green. We thought Chelsea Green might win this. She was doing a hell of a job, but she got pinned by Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan goes to the semifinals. I will be pissed if she actually wins this. She is already a world champion. She doesn't need to be going for the women's championship against Rhea Ripley. Please don't do that. We have Sol Ruka defending her Women's Intercontinental Championship against Lara Valkyria. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. Sol Ruka faces the first ever Women's Intercontinental Champion, the inaugural, I can't even say the word, the first ever champion. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. But the winner of that match, and still your Women's Intercontinental Champion, is going to be Sol Ruka. And they're going to be facing each other once again in that fatal 4-way match on SmackDown for the Queen of the Ring tournament. So that's going to be interesting as well. Well, it looks like Montez Ford and Seth Rollins are friends now. They shook hands. They did a little hug that everybody does. They shook hands and then do the little hug. They did that, and ladies and gentlemen, they had something. Seth Rollins says thanks to Montez Ford, what he did, even what he did on last week. He helped him out. and all that stuff. And then he did on his interview with Jackie Raymond. He talked about the bloodline. He talked about the family. So the family came out to confront Mr. Seth Rollins. Don't talk about the family. Seth has some things to say because Jey Uso will be in the King of the Ring and not Jimmy Uso. He's still on the sidelines. And then Jay told Jacob Fatu, go get him. Jacob Fatu just stared down Seth Rollins and walked away. Remember what Jacob Fatu told Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. I acknowledge the OTC Roman Reigns, not you guys. So you don't tell me what to do. Roman Reigns tells me what to do. If Roman told me to attack Seth, I would do that. But not you guys. He did not lose to Jey Uso or Jimmy Uso in the tribal combat at Crown Jewel. Not Crown Jewel. Clash in Italy. Crown Jewel is coming up in October. I totally forgot about that. But ladies and gentlemen, so that's happened there. What else in backstage we have? Roxanne is talking about Liv Morgan was right, but she cut her off, saying that because Dominic walked in and he got hurt. Oh, are you okay, Dominic? Your little fragile bones can't handle it? I thought you're the king of the luchadores. Oh, wait, you're the king of the women luchadores. But ladies and gentlemen, so yeah, and I think Roxanne will be the next one to get out of the Judgment Day because she's getting overlooked. Because she lost her Queen of the Ring tournaments, and Raquel and Liv Morgan are in the tournament still. And Dominic as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to see Roxanne turn good, babyface. We heard that Finn Balor got transferred or traded to Friday Night SmackDown, so he's part of SmackDown now. They just told us about it during the Sol Ruka and Laura Valkyria's match. A lot of people are getting judged. A lot of people are getting traded here. Signing around freaking draft day. So yeah, that's happened. We did hear from Chad Gable. He apologized to Dragon Lee and he apologized to Rey Mysterio like he did with Penta. He apologized to him on Raw. He apologized to Rey Fenix. And ladies and gentlemen, is there any more people he needs to apologize to? So ladies and gentlemen, we have Penta versus Rey Mysterio in a history-making match for the Intercontinental Championship in a great match. The winner of that match and still your Intercontinental Champion was Penta. But the match, the celebration was cut short because of Rusev and Ethan Page attacking Mr. Penta and Rey Mysterio. Dragon Lee comes out to make the save, but the numbers game was just too much for Dragon Lee. Rusev rips off Rey Mysterio's mask, like fully off. He did not rip a little hole of it. He takes it off. But Chad Gable comes out, attacks Ethan Page and Rusev with a bunch of German suplexes. After that, he grabs the Rey Mysterio mask and he gives it back to Dragon Lee to put on Rey Mysterio's head. So I guess there's going to be some mad props, a lot of respect for these guys. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, our main event is the King of the Ring. Fatal 4-way first round. It's not the last one because we have Friday Night SmackDowns as well. We got Javon Evans versus Seth Rollins versus Ricky Sayers versus Tala Tonga. They tried to get rid of Tala Tonga because he's the big guy. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed this match, but at the end, Austin Theory got involved. Montez Ford comes out and tries to help Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins was about to win the match, but of course, Austin Theory pulls the referee's leg and makes the pin. Doesn't happen. Montez Ford tags Austin Theory over the barricade and they start brawling in backstage. And then here comes Braun Breaker, spears the living hell out of Seth Rollins. And then Ricky Sayers was crawling and trying to get the pin until Javon run and shoves Ricky Sayers. Nope, no pin for you. He does his OG cutter and the winner of that match and going to the semifinals in the King of the Ring is going to be Javon Evans. But who's he going to face from the SmackDown side? Well, not the SmackDown side because there's two Raw guys there. Would it be LA Knight, Jey Uso, Finn Balor? I forgot the LA guy. There was a fourth guy. Who's the fourth guy on SmackDown? Royce Keys. Who will Javon Evans have to face in the semifinals? We will find that out. And who will Liv Morgan face in the semifinals? I know Jay Cargill's in there. Laura Valkyria Soruka. There's another SmackDown. I think it's Charlotte Flair. Because Alexa Bliss had her match. I think she was in this one. Was in this one? Yeah, she was in this one. So I think it's Charlotte Flair. So those are the four, and we'll see who will face Liv Morgan in the semifinals. That's all for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT results. And that's all for me today. Tyler's out. Bye.